Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel SR Computer Education. Before starting this video, I want to inform my subscribers and the viewers I am running one poll on my YouTube channel in which I ask you the question in which language you need videos of Server 2012 practical. So 75% of my subscribers have voted that they want videos in English language. Still the poll is on, so I want every one of my subscribers to vote so that I can upload the videos depending upon your need, your language need, in which you are comfortable. So as I am getting more vote for English, this video I am making in English. Okay. In previous two videos, we have seen how to install Windows 2012 Server R2 and how to install VirtualBox. So in this video is, and one more video I have uploaded in which I had shown some important settings that has to be done to work efficiently and flawlessly in Server 2012 R2. Okay, in this video we are going to give static IP to our Server 2012, and also we are going to change the name of the server to some user friendly name so that we can remember it. Okay, so let's start our video. Let's open the virtual machine, VirtualBox. I am clicking on start. Students, in the previous video I had told you how to install guest operating system so that you can get a better full screen mode in Server 2012 R2 in virtual machine. Okay, so you can see right now that it is in full screen mode and I already told you this alter control delete means you have to press right side control of your keyboard. Okay, not left. Right control and delete. Don't press alter control delete. You have to press right side of the keyboard control and then delete. If you press alter control delete, then what will happen? Laptop will think that your normal Windows 10 you are pressing alter control delete. Okay, but we want to inform our laptop, we want to inform our virtual machine that we are pressing this keyboard combination for our virtual machine. Okay, now give the password of your server. Student, this password you have to write somewhere, put it in written so that you can refer it whenever needed. Okay, just click on this arrow. Okay, one more thing is there, Control F I told you before for full screen. See students, Control F, there are two. Once if I press Control F, it is completely full screen. Okay, now if you want to move again to your Windows 10 operating system, then you have to press Control F again. Now you can see this virtual machine also, so you can just minimize it and you can move here to your normal operating system. Student, as I told you before, I had installed two operating system on a same single laptop using this virtual machine. This is actually the function of virtual machine. Okay, it allows you to run two operating system on same machine. So let us move to the full screen. I am again pressing Control F. See, control, whenever I say host keyboard key plus F, and host key means here right side control key. You have to remember this, right side control key and F. This is full screen. Okay, now what we are going to see, first of all we are going to see how to change the name of this Server 2012 machine. But right now you can see the name is like this. See, Win00695H. So it is very difficult for a normal user, normal human being to remember. We will change this You can change this directly from here also, but I will advise you to change according to the steps that I am showing you. What you have to do, you have to go to server, see to start menu, click on start, then search. In search you have to write system. Okay, what you have to write? You have to write system. And here you can see system is there. You have to click on that. Let me make it full screen again. See students here. This is the name of your machine. What we have seen just before a minute. Okay, this same machine name we have seen. We are going to change this to computer name. So we go to change setting. Now see here, computer description that you don't need to write. You have to click on here change. See the default name which the server 2012 had given when it installed, it's showing that we are going to change this name. I am going to name this as server 2012 DC. Now what is this DC actually? DC means domain controller. We are going to make this machine, this server 2012 as a domain controller. Now what is this domain controller? Why we need it? We will see in upcoming videos. But you have to remember, this domain controller is the machine that controls all other machines. Okay, so we have given the name, computer name as server 2012 DC. Students, you have to write this computer name also somewhere in the Word file, because we will take this name reference in further videos. You don't have to forget that. Okay, you can see that many ways, but if it easy if you remember it. Server 2012 R2, server 2012, let us give server 2012 DC. I'm not giving R2. Okay, name of the machine. Then click OK. It will take a bit time, okay, to change the name. And now it is saying that please restart your machine. So we will click on restart. Okay. See, it is written here, change will take effect after you restart this computer. So let's close it and let click on restart now. Now when after the machine restarts, it will get the name that we have given. Again student, I am making this point, right side control key and delete. Give the name of, give the administrative password, then click that arrow. Okay, let us again go, let us allow the server machine to start. We'll cross verify this machine name, both the side. See here, local server. See here, students, server 2012 R2. And we will do one more thing. We'll go to this system and check there also. See, we got the name, computer name. Interesting thing, you have to know, student, here I have not given any full computer name. It had automatically taken the name that I have given as a computer name. Okay, so first task is done for this video. You will get all the details about your machine here. Okay, one more thing students, see here, I am using a licensed version and 174 days is remaining. As I told you in the first video when we downloaded server 2012 R2, Microsoft will give you 6 months to use your evaluation copy, 180 days. So out of that 180 days, 6 days have already been completed. Okay, already been over. Okay, now what we are going to see, how to assign static IP address to our server 2012 R2. Now, why we need static IP? This is important question. See students, usually in company, in big organization, server don't change every now and then. Suppose you buy one server, it is very costly also. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakh also there are servers which cost that much. So what does the company do? Company buys server once and don't change it every time. Now, when you have one server, it has hundreds and 500, or you can say 5 or 10 computers connected with it. Okay, so the computer 1 is connected with server, computer 2 is connected with server. So every time all the computers that are connected are looking for server. So you need a static IP address for server. Otherwise, if you give dynamic IP to the server, what will happen? Next day when you start your client machine 2, it will not get where is the server. It will keep on finding. So we don't want that happen. So what we do, we assign a static IP for our safer side, and in companies also the same static IP is assigned to the servers. So let's see the step. Students, I am explaining you everything practically. So please, I request you to share my videos and my YouTube channel with all the needy students who are currently doing network management administration subject. So it will be very helpful for them. Let's move further in our video. We have to assign static IP to server 2012. Before that, let us check what is the IP of our server 2012. For that, I have to open command prompt. Okay, in the search you have to write CMD, or you can write window D also. Window R also you can write. So command prompt, let us open the command prompt. Okay. Now what we are going to see, we are going to check the IP address of the machine. So the command is ipconfig. Student, if you have not watched my video of the commands, I have one dedicated video in which I had explained all the commands. So watch that. One of them command is ipconfig /all. It's okay if you don't give /all. See student, what is the IP address of my server? You have to check this IPv4. See here, Ethernet adapter. It may be possible that you might be having Ethernet adapter 1 or 2. Let me show you how to check that. You have to go here. Okay. Then, you have to go to this icon here. Right click, then open network and sharing settings. Change adapter setting. See here students. This is your Ethernet. Okay, this is your Ethernet connection on which my system is connected. So it is showing here Ethernet adapter. Fine. It will show it automatically. You don't have to worry about that. So this is my IP 10.0.2.15. So what I am going to do, I am going to assign this IP to my statically assign this IP to my server. So what you have to do, right click here, then properties, then here you have to go IP version 4. Either you can double click it or you can click here properties. See, right now it is taking automatically. We don't want that. We want static IP. So click here, use following IP address. Check here which IP address is there and give that same IP 10.0.2.15. So let us give 10. Then you have to take care here 10.0.2. You have to don't click on tab, otherwise you will move to the next subnet mask. Let us cross verify it 10.0.2.15. Okay. Now press tab. See student here, it has automatically taken subnet mask 255.0.0.0. Why it has taken that subnet mask? Because the IP address given is of class A. Suppose your IP address is, you will not get the same IP what I am getting. You may get different IP. Suppose you get class C, then automatically here it will be 255.255.255.0. Suppose it class B, then you will get 255.255.0.0. Fine. Now here in default gateway also you have to give same IP 10.0. I will tell you the reason, just a minute. This setting has to be done before proceeding or before seeing all the practicals that I am going to upload now in my next upcoming videos, because if you don't make these settings in your server 2012, you will face a lot of problems. Now, why I have given this default gateway? Because Right now I am not using any server in my network. Sorry, I am not using any router in my network. Okay, this is my laptop. I have installed virtual machine. In that virtual machine, I have installed server 2012 R2 server operating system. In upcoming video, I am also going to show you how to install Windows 10 or Windows 7 machine within this virtual box. Okay, so the default gateway also you have to give this, because we are not using any router. We don't want our machine to move here and there searching about the router. Whenever it search, it will get this IP. This is your server IP. Because we are creating a domain controller. This is the machine, server machine, which is going to control all other machine. Suppose you install Windows 7, Windows 10, then also this is the machine which is going to control all other machine. That's why it is called domain controller. Okay, in preferred DNS, what we have to do, in preferred DNS, give as 127.0.0.1. Now what is this? This is your IP address of your local host. This is the IP address of your machine itself. Okay, so you have to do this setting. Alternate IP address you can leave, press on, click on OK. Again close. Now we have statically assigned your virtual machine IP. Okay, it is recommendable that you restart your machine after doing this settings. Let us see here whether the IP is assigned properly or not. See students, previously when we were going here, change adapter setting, right click, properties, double click here, it was showing obtain automatically, but right now we have given static IP. So students, I hope this video is clear and you have understood everything that I told you, I taught you in this video. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. I am going to upload all the videos of server 2012 that you need to know as a student, and it will be very helpful for you. Okay, so we will see in next video. Thank you for watching this video.